question. I am the knower in all the three periods of time, hence I am chit. How does one realize this? Know this as follows.
I know the wakeful state, I know the dream state, I know the state of deep sleep. I know the morning, I know the afternoon, I know the evening. I know the day, I know the night, I know the fortnight. I know the months, I know the seasons, I know the years. I know childhood, I know youth, I know old age. I know the previous body, I know this body, I know the future body. I know yoga, I know manvantara, I know kalpa. I know the past, I know the future, I know the present. In this manner, I am the knower in all the three periods of time. Hence, I am chit.
Question. Distinct from me, what should the objective world of name and forms, along with the three periods of time, be known as? Answer. Distinct from me, the objective world of names and forms, along with the three periods of time, should be known as jaḍa, Bhogpata, jaḍa, inert, useless. Useless, you can say. Now, the way first thing this jaḍa world is so enticing, so beautiful. All the romanticism of this world and all the charm of beauty and youth. Stories, these poets have really screwed your brains by putting all these ideas. Oh, well, that is romance, and moon is romance, and candlelight is romance. And a woman was saying that I was promised a candlelight dinner, and I was never told that meant a gas stove on which I'll be cooking day and night. She said I was promised flowers, and I had no idea it will be cauliflowers. Yeah? So I was promised that my boyfriend used to call me baby, and I thought that's what's going to go on for whole life, but I had no idea that I'll be being pregnant and then giving birth to kids, and then all my life I'll be running after babies and nobody would call me baby, and I ended up being bebe. Bebe is the word for an old lady. So from baby to bebe, see, that's the progression which has happened. So where are all those promises which I was given? It's just the romanticism of, youth is great, falana is great, and sweet 16. And just remember, if you can, your sweet 16, you were just idiots. Filled with those hormones, running after boys and giggling like a lamb. Or what, bakri, goat, whatever. See, even now. So it's all just the romanticism which has been created, and all the glamour which has been created onto the world and worldly stuff, and the mind goes crazy. Oh, I need this, I want this, I need this, and I want this. And if I don't get this, people commit suicide just because, just lately an actor was refused few films, and his few projects got delayed, and somebody must have given some snide remarks, and he just hangs himself. And just 2 days ago, another person has now, a famous person, has committed suicide. So a young girl was talking to me yesterday and was giving this SOS. Oh, please help, my mind is going through. What happened? Oh, somebody committed suicide. I said, so what? So what? Without satsang, you are already dead. If you don't have satsang in your life, you are already dead. It doesn't matter whether your body gets hanged or your body gets cremated naturally when the breath goes out of the body. Because what is the fun of having all this? It's like, the dreamy world. It's like a dreamy world. So these filmmakers and these poets are giving you such glorious phrases in the poems, and the poetries are coming, and the songs and the music and everything, and the life as if is this only. But this is like Kabir Sahib in one of his poems says that if a very beautiful young lady who has been decorated with all the jewelry and finery of clothes and everything, and is bedecked with beautiful flowers and has all the makeup and everything, but is dead, will you be interested in her? Bhavesh is saying no. At least she should be alive. For Bhavesh, at least she should be alive, then he'll be interested. Okay, I rephrase my statement that this beautifully bedecked girl is not dead. Bhavesh, not dead, breathing. Now interested? This sansar is just jaḍa, nothing more than that. In Bhakti Marg, they say that although this world is jaḍa, but when this jaḍa world objects are offered to the Lord, then they get their meaning. Hence, flowers, food, fruit, clothes, finery, jewelry, everything is offered to, say, Krishna or Rama or Shiva. So that's offered. Now it has some meaning, otherwise it is meaningless. It's meaningless. How can one ascertain the difference between Chetana and Chaitanya? One can ascertain the difference between the Chetana and jaḍa with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka. How can one ascertain the difference between the Chetana and jaḍa with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka? It is as follows. The yukti is as follows. Anvaya. I know that knows the wakeful state. The same I know the dream state too. Thus I am chit. Vyatireka, wakeful state does not know me, thus this wakeful state is inert. Anvaya, I that knows the dream state, the same I know the state of deep sleep too, thus I am chit. Vyatireka, dream state does not know me, thus dream state is jaḍa. In this manner, ascertain the difference between Chaitanya and jaḍa with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka. Okay. How am I Ananda? In all the three periods of time, I am the most endeared, hence I am Ananda. In all the three periods of time, I am the most endeared. How does one realize this? Know this as follows.
I am the most endeared in the wakeful state. I am the most endeared in the dream state. I am the most endeared in the state of deep sleep. I am the most endeared in the morning. I am the most endeared in the afternoon. I am the most endeared in the evening. I am the most endeared in the daytime. I am the most endeared in the night. I am the most endeared in the fortnight. I am the most endeared in all months. I am the most endeared in all seasons. I am the most endeared in all years. I am the most endeared in childhood. I am the most endeared in youth. I am the most endeared in old age. I am the most endeared in the previous body. I am the most endeared in this body. I am the most endeared in the future body. I am the most endeared in every yuga. I am the most endeared in every manvantra. I am the most endeared in every kalpa. I am the most endeared in the past. I am the most endeared in the present. I am the most endeared in the future.
all the states and all the stages of the human body and things just come and go and come and go, and everything is changing, and I am the one who knows this all. I am the one who is witnessing all this. And now witnessing is again not a kriya, it's not what I do, it is my very nature. Question: distinct from me, the objective world of names and forms along with the three periods of time should be known as what? Distinct from me, the objective world of names and forms along with the three periods of time should be known as dukha. Should be known as? Dukha. Dukha means sorrowful. Now from this sorrowful world, you are looking sukha. Are you stupid? Hey? Every girl will hold the hand of a boy and say, you will never leave me. Promise me. Oh no, yes, I will never, darling, I'll never leave you. She said, how can I trust that what you are saying is true? She said, ask Sunita, I said to her also. Never left her. Right? 2 timing, 3 timing, 4 timing people. A girl was saying this, and this is a fact. She said that she was 3 timing, she had 3 boyfriends, and she said, well, I need to have a try of a car before I buy it. How can I have any boy as a constant boyfriend without, testing, and that test drive is very important. But she said, problem is this, somebody's brakes are good, somebody's accelerator is good, somebody's face is good. And they don't come in one, car, all the good qualities what I'm looking for. Now one is very handsome but is a duffer, one is very intelligent but a skeleton, but another is neither but has lot of money. So she said, I'm just looking. So, but from this sorrowful state of world, when you begin to look for sukha, you are doomed. Today or tomorrow. Today I'm saying, or tomorrow. What might happen is that sometime when the body is old and the life is almost on its edge of ending, when this realization comes, what's the use? Talk to anybody who is plus 60. They are disgruntled, they have grudges, they had some good time once upon a time, but now they are just sulking and worried about their health, which is falling every day, and body getting weaker every day. And then all the stories when that so and so died, so and so died, and then the fear comes in, that, oh, even I will die. So the fear of the death is there. Hence their very face becomes very sorrowful. If you look into eye of a child, they have very spirited eyes. Look into eyes of an old person, there is no light left. It's not that the physically something is wrong. It is that their mind has gone through so much of tumultuous experiences that it takes out something, it kills something in. And now the body is just kind of lifeless and is being dragged. And then because the stupidity goes on, you don't become suddenly intelligent with all the experience of your life. The mind is still same. Hence the mind creates new diversions. Like in America, I remember, I saw this bus load of old people who can't even walk without their walker. They were all 75 plus to range of maybe 95, 96. This bus load of oldies was going to a casino. I couldn't believe. I said, India, this bus would be going to Hardwar. Or would be going to Benares to breathe their last. I said, they're all going to casino. I couldn't believe. They were all going to Atlantic City. And my host said, he said, that's what happens. Every Friday evening, this bus leaves from Manhattan. All these people from their apartments come out. Because when they're young, they have families, they live in the suburbs. When they get old, they all come into the city because everything is call away. Every second, door in Manhattan especially is a restaurant. Every third door is a restaurant, or a nail bar, or a beer bar, or a restaurant, and world cuisines are there. So all the old people are on the first or the second floors, and they want to be in that crowd, because otherwise they'll get sad and lonely if they live in their suburb big houses. So they sell their properties, buy a small pad, and they just want to be there. And Friday they all load in that bus, because now they can't drive. They can't see properly, so how will they drive? But now they take a bus, go to Atlantic City, and spend their money and come back on Monday. And they save their the retirement money which they receive from the government, the pensions, whole week long, so that they can come to Atlantic City again. And even in that bus, they are, he's my girl, she's my girlfriend, and I want to make this man, he's good. He just had 2 bypass surgeries. The other one had 3, so he will die first, so he is better option. What a difference in between civilization, I would say. The culture difference is huge. In their 70s and 80s, they are getting married again and they are planning their life again. But the craze of the body pleasures is so much. So the dukha seems sukha. How does one ascertain the difference between ananda and dukha? One can ascertain the difference between an anand, dukha and dukha with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka. How can one ascertain the difference between ananda and dukha with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka? The yukti of anvaya-vyatireka is as follows. Anvaya, the way I am the most endeared in the wakeful state, I am as endeared in the dream state too, thus I am ananda. There is no change happening in my true self. It remains same. Vyatireka, the wakeful state is not endeared to me, thus wakeful state is dukha. In this manner ascertain the difference between ananda and dukha with the yukti of anvaya-vyatireka. See, there might be lot of glamour and light and shine and dance and music in the wakeful state, but if somebody doesn't allows you to sleep after say 48 hours of partying, you will drop dead or drop unconscious or go cranky. Now, they want to elongate their party time and they don't want to waste time in sleeping. Hence, this fad for the drugs is so much there. Because you say, have you taken an ecstasy ever? Yamuna, yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now you can tell us the experience. Well, what do you feel when you take ecstasy?
Well, I didn't take ecstasy for dancing or fun.
Yeah.
It was in a controlled situation for self-analysis.
Okay. So how was that?
Brilliant.
Brilliant in the sense?
In the sense of the experience that it gave me, to go into things that had happened in my life in the past, and to understand them, and to let it go and forgive and forget it.
Mm. That's not a very good example, which I'm looking for. So, epinephrine, and there are so many others which are used to keep the brain woken up and give that extra boost of the hormones. There's so much heat in the body and the person just wants to jump and dance and doesn't want to sleep. But again, all these drugs come with so dangerous side effects that at the New Year Eve, many young ones die because of that. Because they won't allow the effect of that one, say, tablet to go away, and before that they have taken the another. And sometimes, but this then really puts the liver into jeopardy, and that's why the death happens. So the wakeful state, even if you have not taken any booster, but still, how long will this wakeful state remain enjoyable to you? A time comes when you want to just switch off everything and just go to your bed, and they say, crash into bed. So this wakeful state can't be the true Ananda. Again, it is conditioned, and it is the stupidity of the mind and all the bad impact of the people around you who make you think that it's great, like to drink and to party and just go on and on and on. And then time comes where even they have to crash, they have to sleep, they have to say goodbye to their bodies so that they can sleep. I am the most endeared. How does one ascertain the same analogy? The affection for the sun's friend is because of the sun. Now just relate to it, because it is a very relatable sentences which will follow on. The affection for the sun's friend is because of the sun. Affection for the sun is not because of his friend. The sun is more endeared than his friend. Right? Like, the joy derived from wealth or children is because of the Atman. The joy in the Atman is not because of wealth or children. Thus the Atman is more endeared. In this manner, know that I am the most endeared one. Question: how does one ascertain the quantification of more and less endearment? Wealth is the most endeared entity in the wakeful state. In order to earn wealth, one even moves to foreign lands and doesn't shy away from doing unethical deeds. Thus, wealth is more endeared. A son is more endeared than wealth. If the son is sentenced to imprisonment for a crime that he has committed, one readily pays money to get him released. Thus, the son is more endeared than a wealth. One's own body is more endeared than the sun. In dire circumstances, one may sell off the sun in order to take care of the needs of one's own body. Thus, one's body is more endeared than a sun. Right? 4. Senses are more endeared than the body. When one is attacked, a person tends to protect his senses and say, "You may hit my body, but please spare my eyes and ears and nose and mouth." Thus the senses are more endeared than the body. Say if somebody hits onto you, your first reflex action is to save your face, because all the 4 major senses are here. You let your arm be broken, but not your skull broken. So what is more endearing? Arm or senses? It's senses. 4. Senses are more we have done this. 5. Prana are more endeared than senses. On committing a heinous act, if one is given a capital punishment, the accused pleads, "You may take away my wealth, my son, my wife, my home, but please spare my life." If the king still insists upon the death sentence, the culprit begs, "You may chop off my ears, nose, hands, feet, but please spare my life." Thus prana are more endeared than the senses. 6. Atma is more endeared than prana. When one suffers extreme debilitating pain, the sufferer pleads, "Bliss lies in death, so take away my prana." Thus Atma is more endeared than the prana. In this manner, understand the quantification of endearment.